And tonight we are taking a look at a story we've been following since January. A young mother of three, Maya Millete is her name, disappeared, has not been found. Meanwhile, her husband Larry, not really taking part in the search efforts with Maya's family. He's hired a lawyer, not really talking much anymore. And he has the children. And you've got Maya Millete's family, right? You got Maya's family, you got her parents who would like to see their grandchildren. You've got aunts and uncles who want to see these kids, who have already lost their mother. Now they lost like their whole family. Why is that happening? Anyhow, our great affiliate KGTV has more tonight.
The search for Maya Millete continues. The Chula Vista Police Department is working with the DA's office, FBI, and NCIS to find out what exactly happened to the mother of three who hasn't been seen since January 7th. Chula Vista Police releasing their bi-weekly investigative update, saying so far they've interviewed 61 people, written 42 search warrants, reviewed more than 85 tips, and conducted searches in the area of 500 Hunt Parkway in Chula Vista, which is near her home on Paseo Los Gatos. In the meantime, a family court petition was filed in Chula Vista. Maya's parents explaining that they've had a very close relationship with her three kids, their grandchildren. But since Maya's disappearance, the parents say her husband, Larry Millete, has cut off all communication between them and the children. The documents go on to state that they've tried to informally work with Larry to come up with reasonable visitation and communication with the kids, but there's been no response to their requests. They say with the disappearance of their mother, the children need all the sources of stability, love, and support they can get. The grandparents now asking the courts to get involved, requesting that the three kids be in their care on alternating weekends each month, or at least one weekend a month. In addition to that, they want to be able to video chat with the kids once a week. ABC 10 News did hear from Larry Millete in response to the grandparents' visitation request. In a statement, he said in part, "This is just another form of harassment intended to cause our family more harm. As you can see in their past actions, they have no regard for our family's well-being, let alone our children's welfare. They have ulterior motives. My kids are well taken care of."
All right, there's the phone number. If you have any information, 619-691-5151, 619-691-5151. That's the Chula Vista Police Department. If you have any information, make that call. All right, so here we are. I mean, January 7th, Maya goes missing, and now you've got these children, right? And children don't have their mom. And you know, Maya had a big family, and they did all these things together, and now they're cut off? I mean, is this really in the best interest of the children to be isolated away from their mom's family while their mom has been missing? Sounds problematic, to say the least, to me. Let's bring in our special guest joining me tonight in Chula Vista, California. Maya's sister, Mary Chris Juliet, and her husband, Richard. Great to see both of you tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us, Vinny.
Let's start here.
Thank you.
Any update, any new information that we have tonight?
You know, we have tried everything to hang out with our nephew and our nieces. We have videos after videos and pictures after video. Every holiday, every birthday, they would be with us, and they would be smiling and having a great time. For Larry to say that we have sabotaged that and we're making him look bad, no, he's making himself look bad. We are a loving family. We are, like you said, Maya has a big family, and it's a lot of love. For him to try to turn that page around and make it look something like it's not what it is, he's lying. Yeah. Larry's a liar. Yeah. He's lying.
Well, for any updates, you know, we're still searching every weekend. We don't really have any much lead yet, but we are still, you know, every weekend we have volunteers all over Southern California that comes and help us every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But we haven't had any good leads yet, but I know Chula Vista Police Department are doing their best, to solve my sister's case. They're working with the DA, with the FBI, and also the NCIS. So we are moving forward. So hopefully we'll have our answers soon, and hopefully
Right.
we'll close, my sister's case soon.
Right.
Yeah, it's extremely troubling on many levels, the behavior of Larry Millete. It has nothing to do with guilt or innocence. It has to do with Maya's missing. And
Right.
what are you doing to help solve that mystery? And from where I'm sitting, it seems like nothing. That's number one. Number two, these children. Our court system always looks at what's in the best interest of the children. That's the test when parents break up and they've got to figure out who gets the children, et cetera. And I can't imagine anyone looking at these children being completely isolated from family as being in their best interest. It makes no sense to me. Does it make sense to you, Mary Chris?
No, not at all. As my husband said, we're a very close family, close tight. Almost every other weekend we are together. We celebrate every single, cousins. There are like 15 cousins, and we celebrate every single one of their birthday. And and then of course the spouses and my mama and my dad. So there's 30 of us within that year. We celebrate birthdays together. The kids, their cousins, they're all best friends. They all played together. They grew up together. Holidays, yes, and also, their son. My nephew. He calls me his best friend. Every time we see each other, how's my BFF? We call each other BFF, So we are close. For him to say, it's another harassment for him. I mean, that's the first time actually.
Yeah, we heard that.
We heard that,
for him to state those lies and to make us look like the bad guy. No, Larry, you're the bad guy. Okay, we are trying to reach out to you, and we need your help. If you know what happened to your wife, come forward. Be a man. It's been 6 months, and I'm sorry, but a loving husband doesn't act the way you act. And if you're completely honest and you have nothing to hide, come forward and help us find your wife. If she really, get up and walked away,
yeah, then
you know what? You got nothing to fear.
And we wouldn't be filing anything in court if he is willing to have us, have the kids spend time with us. We wouldn't be even doing this. We wouldn't be spending money to do lawyers' fee and all that. We wouldn't be able doing additional stress on us.
We have a whole community, the community of Chula Vista. People around the world know the story. You cannot hide. This whole story is going to follow you. The kids are going to ask you questions one day when they grow up and start thinking for themselves.
Sorry.
Were you out there looking for mommy when she went disappearing? Where were you at, Dad? I'm sorry, but it's been 6 months, and Larry needs to step up. He's been hiding. He's been huddling behind his kids like a coward. I'm sorry, Benny. I love you, Benny. I love Court TV.
I'm sorry. It's just the first time we saw that.
When you guys said that he's been pointing the finger at us, saying that we're not, supportive of the kids. No, we want the kids around us. We love the kids. Lazarus, I would have loved to teach him how to ride a dirt bike and be out there in the desert and just be a normal kid, play in the sand.
Spend birthdays and
I miss him.
We miss them terribly.
The family's broken. And Larry's not doing anything about it. He's the only one that's not doing anything about it. We got the whole community of Chula Vista looking for Maya. Larry's the only one that's cowering around.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Benny.
No, it's the bottom line here is that we've got someone missing, and we've got 3 children who are being isolated right now, and that's extremely problematic. It's beyond what should happen in a situation like this. This is a time where family, and when I say family, the family comes together, looking for their loved one. That's what it's all about. I mean, if those children are spending time with grandma and grandpa and uncles and aunts, you're not there to brainwash them to hate their father. You're there to support them, to make things as normal as possible in extremely disturbing times for these kids. This is when children need as many distractions and things the way they were to as much as possible at this point. And to such a drastic change where you lose your mother and you lose all these other people all at once. That's not right. I'm with you. That's not right. It's good. But I'll tell you this, the biggest challenge is inside these courtrooms because unfortunately our system does not value grandparents as much as they should in the eyes of the law. But I think any judge looking at this situation might be persuasive. And our thoughts are with you and the grandparents that the children can at least have some interaction with family. That's what families are for. That's what families are about. When times get tough, families come together and help each other and support each other, which is exactly what you want to do with those beautiful children.
Thank you, Vinny. You said exactly what we wanted to say. Thank you.
His silence, his negligence, his non-involvement in this. I mean, how can your wife go missing and you have no care in the world? Benny, you understand this. Everyone understands this. Anybody that loves their wives understands. Your wife's not just going to get up and walk away one day, away from her beautiful kids, beautiful life.
Family.
No way. There's no way. Larry, please help us. If you're out there, you're listening to this, please help us.
We can be a family again. We don't have to do this.
And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to say I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been wrong a million times, but
You want him to give you a reason to be wrong, right? You want the reason wrong. Hey,
Yes.
join together. And has anyone else from his side of the family reached out? Has there been any interaction? Any, maybe are there grandparents on the other side that are in the picture?
Yeah, they're actually helping taking care of the kids. So yes,
we'll give them that. They've stepped up and took care of the kids.
Well,
for Larry just say, I don't have time, I'm too busy to go look for my wife, I'm taking care of the kids. No, he has his parents there to help him out. He said that before.
And I would think those grandparents would understand as well as anyone the amazing bond that grandparents and grandchildren have.
You're the best. Yes, thank you. You understand that.
Thank you. Yeah. But none of their side of
Nobody.
the family ever reach out since maybe January, February. So it is. We just have to move on, and we focus on finding my sister Maya.
Absolutely.
We need to find Maya.
Does he have friends?
Not that I know of.
In the 20 years, to be honest, in the 20 years that I know him, I probably just met one or two of his friends, and maybe once or twice within that 20 years. So I don't really know anybody of his friends.
You'd think maybe his friends would have a little influence on him and say, hey, make things normal for your kids, as normal as they can be where we are. All right, Mary, Chris, and Richard, again, our thoughts are with you, and we will stay on the story. And
Thank you,
Benny. Thank you.
Let's hope that Larry does what's right for those children. And let's
We'll
Grandma
pray
and
for
Grandpa
that.
give them a big hug. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Vinny.
you, Court
Thank
TV.
you.
Thank you, Benny. God bless.
Absolutely. And again, folks, we have the phone number up for you. Posted the story, share it. Someone may know something. Maybe someone heard something or saw something they didn't realize was important, and it could be very important.